Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. My friend Kenneth has a particularly preference for food that is cooked in a deep fryer. He enjoys fried chicken, fried shrimp, or fried pork chop. He realized that all this fried food is not good for him. And this is particularly true after he was diagnosed with a health condition. He has switched to use an air fryer, but the result is not quite satisfactory to him. And he told me that something is missing in the flavor. He then asked me whether I could help him with this problem. He would like to have some fried food for most of his meals. And he said he doesn't need to eat too much. Just a little bit might help him to get over his desire for fried food. I suggest to him to use the technique shallow frying, which will give him some of the flavor of food that has been deep fried. It has several distinct advantages. First and foremost is you can fry only a small portion at a time with minimum amount of cooking oil. And number two is that you can use different type of ingredients to create a light breading. And number three, you can adjust the flavor of the breading. And number four, this is very efficient. It usually takes only just a few minutes. A wok is great for shallow frying, particularly those with a large flat bottom surface areas. My Cucina 14-inch stainless steel wok is perfect for shallow frying. The bottom surface area of this wok is 9 inches across, which is about the size of a small frying pan. The principle of shallow frying is actually very simple. You can use it for any kind of meat, from chicken, pork, fish, and shrimp. The main requirement of this technique is that the meat should be cut in such a way that it can cook rapidly. This is particularly true for chicken, pork, and fish. Shrimp generally is not a problem unless they come as a very large shrimp. To create a thin breading for the meat, I usually use cornstarch. I prefer cornstarch over flour because cornstarch provides a more crispy breading. And you can adjust the amount of cornstarch to use depending on the thickness of breading that you want. For me, the thin breading is usually work the best. Kenneth said he is going to give this a try after I show him this shallow frying technique. 1 month later, I run into Kenneth again and ask him how is the shallow frying going for him. He told me that he has been using this shallow frying technique almost 2 to 3 times a week. He said he has been mainly used it for chicken, but recently he started to branch it into shrimp as well as pork chop. He told me that he loved the flavor of this shallow frying technique, and it helped him to satisfy his craving for food that is deep fried. He said that he loved food with this light layer of breading using cornstarch. This actually makes the food more flavorful. Furthermore, he has been experimenting with different type of seasoning that he used in the coating. There's one seasoning coating that he used. I find it very interesting. And I decided to give it a try. This demonstrates the creativity of Kenneth's approach. Kenneth told me that the first thing he did is that he dried the chicken with a paper towel. In this case, I use a sponge cloth instead. Kenneth has the chicken already prepped in advance, so all he has to do is to take the chicken out of the freezer and put it in a bowl of warm water, which will thaw out the chicken in about 10 minutes. Kenneth told me that he used only 1 tablespoon of cornstarch because he prefers a light breading. Kenneth seasoned the chicken with a seasoning mix that he concocted. In this case, I use my basic seasoning mix. You can take a look at this video to learn more about the components in this seasoning mix. And then Kenneth add a small amount of red chili pepper flakes. What Kenneth did next is that something I have never done before. Kenneth adds some fermented black soybean. Right away, I know this is going to work for me because my wife loves fermented black soybean. The remaining part is easy. You just mix all the contents until the chicken is evenly coated. The next step is simple and straightforward. That is to shallow fry these chicken pieces. I couldn't wait, and I'm looking forward to see how this is going to turn out. I lay out the chicken on my Cucina 14-inch stainless steel wok. I use 8 ounces of chicken. The wok is just large enough to accommodate all the chicken pieces. I spread them out in a single layer to first fry them on one side. It doesn't take long. It usually takes about maybe 1 minute to create a crispy surface. I then turn the chicken around and to fry them on the other side. Because the chicken is thinly sliced, they cook very quickly. Even though the cornstarch coating is very light, it is sufficient to create a slight crispy breading. Kenneth told me that after cooking this way for a while, he actually come to like the light breading much better than the traditional heavy breading. The chicken cooked very quickly because they are thinly sliced. In about 3 minutes, the chicken is done. Kenneth then garnished the chicken with some scallions. With a few quick mix, the chicken is ready to be served. The total cook time is about 5 minutes. I really enjoyed this dish, and my wife particularly loves it because she loves black bean. In addition to this stir-fried chicken dish, Kenneth also cooked another vegetable dish. Kenneth told me that with the fast cooking system, he is able to cook both of these dishes all from scratch with fresh ingredients in less than 20 minutes. With flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir-frying, and template-based cooking, Kenneth told me that he is now able to eat much healthier, also eat the type of food that he really enjoys. Kenneth said even though he started out as a novice cook, but the fast cooking system get him going very fast, and quickly he become competent. I post a new video every day to help people to learn more about my fast cooking system, as well as to adopt it. If you're interested to learn more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I believe that it will help you to develop a new relationship with food. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow.